This Doodle style font continues to blow up all over Etsy, and so many people still don't even know how to make it. So today I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can create this effect in your designs. Hey, if we don't know each other yet, I'm Lizzie Smiley. I'm a multiple 6-figure Etsy earner. I have experience in handmade physical products, print on demand, and digital products, which are currently my very favorite. I'm also the host of the How to Sell Your Stuff on Etsy podcast, and I am an Etsy coach helping thousands of students launch, pivot, or scale their Etsy shop. So come along for the ride. The first way that we can create this doodle font effect is simply within Canva using their elements. So I'm going to create a design and I'm going to be saving it as a PNG with a transparent background. That's the gist of what you need to know. But here's where you can find these elements. If you go to Canva's elements and you click font, then you can come to this little menu here and click frames. And here is one way that you can find framed font. They're not as doodly. However, we know that the collegiate effect is also very on trend right now. And you can go ahead and take some of these letters. Like for example, we could do M, A. This would be like the lowest possible tech way to achieve how people are putting these different kind of patterns inside. So look, let's say we've got mama. You could even like arrange these in a part arch if you wanted to. And then we can do like a leopard print. And we want to go back to graphics. And so look at this, is super cute. Oops, we need to make it picture photos. So this is one way that they're creating these bold fonts that have an image in it, and you can obviously change it to whatever you wanted. We could do tiny floral pattern is going to help us get a better one. Oh, wow. Look at that. So this is one way without having to do anything outside of Canva. You can put anything you want in these frames, and it is a big time saver. Oh my goodness. How pretty is that? That's very like kind of grand millennial. Watercolor, very pretty. Option 2 is you can download these font sets from Creative Fabrica. You can actually get 10 free downloads with my link below if you want to try this. There are millions of fonts, graphics, everything you could possibly want for commercial use license. And these are actually going to show up, rather than as a font, they're going to show up as elements. So we're going to type in Doodle font here in the search. And this is where a lot of people are sourcing these amazing fonts. So like I said, you can get 10 free below, and then there's a very affordable monthly subscription where you can be constantly getting whatever you need fresh for your designs, rather than relying on Canva. They have some iffy terms on how you can use their pro elements. And so I like to create my own with AI or source from Creative Fabrica. So this is a great thing to have in your tool belt. Look at this. We could even like get more specific and we could say Halloween. So let's say we're designing for Halloween right now. We could type in Halloween doodle font, and there you go. Now what you would do is you would click into one of these that you liked, and then you would click download, and what it's going to do is give you graphic files. So it's not going to be a font. You're literally going to get a zip folder full of every single alphabet, like every single different letter, and then you're going to pull them into Canva as an element. So if we were back here, you'd be pulling them into your uploads here. And that is how you would be able to then play with the letters. So for example, I downloaded this Halloween doodle font, and I can load all of these into my uploads on Canva. Or for right now, I'll just grab the ones that I want to play with. We'll do the M and the A again, just to keep it simple. I'm going to drag them over into my uploads. And again, I can pull them over, and you see how it works just like the Canva frame, but look at how cute they are with the little doodle elements. So that is how you can make Creative Fabrica your new best friend. It is literally the best. The third way that you can create your very own doodle font alphabet is using AI. I have tested this in ChatGPT, in Midjourney, and in Ideogram, and I'm getting by far the best results out of ChatGPT. I'm going to be providing my prompt for you for free. You can just submit your email down below, and I will send my prompts over for how I am getting this kind of style design out of ChatGPT, and you are free to use that however you like. I suggest tweaking it, and you can literally use that prompt as a template for every other alphabet style that you want. So here's what happened. The first time I created it, it left out the letters L and the letter Y. So I just said, please also create the letter L and the letter Y with the exact same pattern. Got the L. It actually didn't work when I told it to do both, but when I went back and I did it one at a time, do the L, then do the Y, I got these. So if you get the free prompts that I provide, all you're going to do is you're going to copy them. So let's say you wanted to create one that had this same leopard print style. You would copy it off of the PDF that I'm going to send you. You're going to go into a new chat and you're going to say, please create this image for me. And then you're going to paste in the prompt and hit send. It'll take a few minutes as it processes, and then it will spit out whatever the design is that you tweaked it to ask for. I absolutely love this as well, and it's completely different than the last one. So this is the great thing. You can always iterate. You can always ask it to create it again. It's amazing how within just a few days it created, it's still leopard print, but a totally different style, like a different style. This is what makes it so fun. But again, the best results are coming from ChatGPT. Again, just like in Creative Fabrica, what you're going to be doing is you're going to download this. Let's do it together. We're going to download it. It's going to be a PNG file. Then I'm going to pull it into Canva. We're going to go to the folder where I saved it. We're going to click it, click open. It's going to load into our uploads. We can pull it over here. The first thing I want to do is upscale it. So you will need Canva Pro to upscale and remove the background. If you don't have Canva Pro, you can find free things on the internet. Just go to Google and type in like free image upscaler, free background remover. And those are some ways that without Canva Pro that you can achieve these same things. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to go down here under the apps to image upscaler. Because they're little, I'm going to do 4x because I'm going to be breaking this big graphic down into individual ones, and I'm going to click upscale. Now we're going to click replace because we want it to take the new file it's created that's upscaled, that's higher resolution, and replace the old one. We're going to add it to the design, and then we're going to click background remover to remove the background from all these letters. So from here, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can crop each one and save it to its own artboard. So something like this, where I'm going to go crop the A, and then you can export them as a transparent PNG and create a library of them so that then you can just pull them back into Canva for whenever you want to use them. You can even turn them into a folder. So that's one way. So then again, I would go here, and instead of the A, I would crop out to the B. So that's one way that you can do it. Or what we can do for right now is we can just create the letters that we need for the design. There's our M. Here's our A. We want them to be the same size. Select, duplicate, and then here we go right next door. And then I can make it all smaller so it fits. So that's also how you can do it. Now, what I would do is I would click share, download. I want to select just this page, and I want to do a transparent background PNG. Again, you're going to have Canva Pro. I really recommend it. It's one of those things. I'm going to make this 5,000 by 5,000, and then I can download my design. So just to show you the alternatives, over in ChatGPT, I also created this kind of grand millennial style. I think it could be improved, and I was playing with, like, I did kind of a nursery style. So this is the great thing about having the prompt for creating these, is that you can change it out for anything you want. You can make it Halloween style. You can make it Christmas style. Whatever trend or niche you're playing with, you can adjust it for that. Let me show you. I also tested this in Midjourney, and I was not happy at all with I did not get a full alphabet. I didn't, some of these are kind of cute letters, but I'm just not as happy with the results as ChatGPT. Same thing here with kind of the grand millennial style. It really did not work well. This is the same prompt. Of course, you could play with it. Ideogram as well, I was just not thrilled. Some of them are kind of cute, like a little bit boho, but the style I feel isn't as good as the Doodle style of what we're seeing that does really well. Like maybe this would kind of work. I don't think these would work at all. So you could play with the prompt. This is what I got when I did the leopard print. It obviously gave me the alphabet, but just not strong enough. So you could play with the prompt and see what happens. But really, really quickly, I got amazing results out of ChatGPT. And so that's what I suggest that you use. So grab my free prompts if you want to play with this. Let me know if you like this style video, and I will keep the tutorials coming if that is the consensus. Also, if you want to create more amazing digital products using AI, I have workshops that can help teach you coloring pages, wall art, SVGs, PNGs. What am I forgetting? Mockups. I have a whole bunch of different workshops that I'm displaying here that you are welcome to grab. I also have like a bundle where you can get all of them for an insane price. I also have 2,000 prompts that you can buy for all digital products. So it's over 2,000. It'll be linked below. It's only $17 and you literally get the doors to the kingdom. As we saw with this example, when you have a base prompt, the world is your oyster because you have a prompt that works and you can tweak and switch out the design pieces to make it for whatever you want. So let's say I give you a coloring page for Halloween. You can take that prompt into like ChatGPT and ask it to rewrite it for Christmas. Ask it to rewrite it for turtles. Ask it to rewrite it for Valentine's Day or whatever niche that you like to play in. Having the base prompt is extremely valuable. So feel free to grab those for a whole bunch of different product types. You can take a look at it. If you're looking for more free tutorials, I have a clip art tutorial right here on YouTube where I'm showing you how I use AI to create bulk clip art. I also have a tutorial for how to create this viral postage stamp like squiggle box design. And if you like them, I'm going to keep them coming. So thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you on the How to Sell Your Stuff on Etsy podcast every Thursday with tons of strategy, inspiration, practical tips, everything I can put together. Have an amazing week. I'll see you next time.